Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are going to be talking about the state of YouTube boxing. I'm not going to lie, I find it actually very entertaining. I find it hilarious, absolutely hysterical. These like random creators from YouTube and TikTok or whatever you want to call it and just start getting into boxing just to shut each other the absolute hell up. It's actually hilarious. I find just great pleasure in it because it's pretty much just celebrity deathmatch at the end of the day. I've been kind of ensnared in a lot of medical issues that I've been kind of dealing with. I actually had a surgery last Wednesday, so I've been a week out of surgery, and these past few days, I'm not gonna lie, have been a bit tough. It's been really complicated to actually walk. It was kind of like my first surgery in general, like in life, so I was essentially having panic attacks, anxiety attacks going in there, but it's just realistically, I'm not going to explain what it is or what it was, but I'm glad it's pretty much just behind me now. I'm all good. And it was just, man, it's funny because I was panicking, but as I went in, they hit me with anesthesia, and bow, I just didn't remember. Woke up in the freaking recovery in like 5 minutes. It's freaking wild. But yeah, just letting you guys know what's been going on with there in life. But continuing the story, going back to YouTube boxing, it's pretty much just when you at the end of the day, people were just like, well, they shouldn't be boxers, they shouldn't be doing boxing, it's the dumbest shit in the world. And to be honest, yes, it is really dumb. It's stupid, I'm not gonna lie, it's the dumbest thing ever. But at the end of the day, let's compare it to the situation of like celebrity deathmatch back in the day. However, even the celebrity deathmatch was animated, it's still kind of the same thing. I guarantee you there's probably been celebrities been involved in actual fights. I mean, just take a look at, what's his name? I can't remember the name of the actor who played in Scream. He became like a wrestler and won the freaking WCW championship. It's not that weird. I think it's just weird because it's YouTubers and people on TikTok, and it just gets a bad rep, to be honest. It's kind of how it goes. But it's absolutely hysterical to me. Mike Tyson has pretty much like made a point here. To be honest, back in the day when this whole thing started, like kept going further and further, and he was on that card with fighting the other cat. The other cat that he was fighting, I cannot remember his name right now. Roy Jones Jr. There we go. I was about to say not Holyfield, Roy Jones Jr. So one of the things he was saying on that specific match was, he was like, yo, boxing's a dying sport. These YouTubers have been pretty much just bringing it back. They've been like, getting in the ring, sparring, practicing. People have been getting back into it, but he's not lying. Maybe it's true, because I mean, I haven't heard that many people boxing. I mean, Mayweather's fight was against McGregor, and he's UFC. Pretty much, this is fighters against fighters these days. At the end of the day, people just fighting anybody. If you fight, regardless of whatever kind of style you've been fighting, you just get in the ring and kick somebody's ass. This is how it is. When you put celebrities back in the day in that celebrity deathmatch kind of area or like category, YouTubers and TikTok people on social media these days are essentially the new celebrities. Regardless if you want to say it. Mind you, movie stars, of course, obviously are still celebrities, but these new social media stars are kind of a new category of celebrities. They're making millions, thousands of dollars just creating content online. If you can do it, you can do it. The thing is, the state of YouTube boxing is kind of strange. I kind of see it as it's gonna keep getting bigger at this point. Like, the fact that Logan Paul even had a fight with Mayweather, and Pacquiao took a long time to get a fight with Mayweather. Yet Logan Paul come out of nowhere and get this fight? What do you mean? I made a video about this like about like a year ago, a few months ago, about him saying is why he's probably not going to get a fight with him. But, I mean, apparently he proved everybody wrong and got a fight. I don't know how that works. I don't know how his people made that junk happen, but he did. A lot of people are upset at Mayweather for even accepting a fight. Was it going to tarnish his reputation? He did it for the freaking bread, let's be honest. And he's pretty much, I've heard apparently in the works, I've heard rumors of him saying the same thing. But like, if you want to hook up a fight with Jake Paul, let's hook up for the fight with Jake Paul. I did not pay for that fight. I'm not going to lie. I sat my ass down on Twitter and I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and scroll through this and see what I can find, some live streams of it, and I did, because I ain't gonna pay for that bullshit, no siree. So what I did was I went to Twitter and I was like, here's the thing, here's my 100% thought of that fight. Mayweather said he was gonna give people their money's worth, right? Ain't no way in hell Logan Paul was gonna beat him in a fight. They went 8 rounds, whatever, and he said he was gonna give the viewers their money's worth. He wasn't gonna pretty much knock Logan Paul out fast as crap. Pretty much how it went down was dude sat there the entire round or match, or just let Logan Paul take blows at him one by one or whatever, how you want to do it, and wore him out. That's pretty much what happened. He wore him out until he was tired. He was like, all right, I'm gonna go start hitting blows on him, and that's how he gave the audience their money's worth. He pretty much just tired him out and just like, all right, time to hit a pretty few falcon punches on him, and that's the end of the game. Bottom line, I mean, that he gave you money there. He gave you a full show. They wanted the full show. He gave it to them. Apparently, Floyd Mayweather Jr. reportedly made more money in his fight with Logan Paul than Magic Johnson and Larry Bird made during their NBA careers combined. I don't know how true that is. That is a wild statement. You got to be out of your freaking mind. That is crazy. That is a wild statement. I mean, maybe it's true. Larry Bird and Magic Johnson played in the NBA back in like the 80s. Something like that. So, I mean, the value of money is essentially went up as time has gone. So, I mean, maybe that is the case. Mayweather has earned somewhere in the neighborhood of $1 billion from fighting alone, including approximately $275 million from that monstrosity of a fight with Conor McGregor back in 2017. And speaking of monstrosities, Mayweather recently took part in another spectacle, this time faced YouTube star Logan Paul in the exhibition bout in Miami. As he does, Mayweather pulled yet another hefty paycheck for barely breaking a sweat. Mayweather pretty much just made $10 million just for showing up to the fight with Logan Paul, as he poured another $30 million leading up to the bout. $30 million. Just making it easy dollars. I mean, they don't call him Money Mayweather for no reason. I said this 1,000 times. Mayweather's pretty much retired. Dude's in his 40s. He's pretty much retired. He's not really doing anything. He has a perfect record. Like, he's just pretty much, he already finished the main quest. He's just doing side quests. If you want to go ahead and be like, oh, shoot, we can do this, then they're going to do it. No problem with that. I don't see an issue with that. Unsurprisingly, the fight was a huge disappointment, but still reportedly got 1 million buys on pay-per-view. As for the fight itself, it was more of a wrestling match than the boxing match, as Paul, who had a 6-inch height average and a 35-pound weight advantage, grabbed into Mayweather for dear life anytime Mayweather landed a punch, which made for a sluggish, boring fight. Mayweather landed 43 out of 107 punches, and Paul connected with 28 of 217. I mean, that's just how society is these days. I mean, I don't know. I mean, people take different things. People go into different venues from another venue. Rappers become fighters. YouTubers become rappers. YouTubers become boxers. Rappers become entrepreneurs. It's kind of the same thing when you think about it. It's not that weird. It's a strange transition going from YouTube, but it is what it is. And it pretty much is the same thing when you put it toward like the whole like YouTube versus TikTok thing. The only people I really know new on that card was Deji, and that's just I gotta feel for that cat. I feel bad. I feel bad for Deji, man. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like he wasted his time. Like he came in there just with the Jesus piece, and Jesus didn't save him. Just like KSI said today, man. It's a sad day for Deji. That's all I gotta say. I mean, dude, he didn't take the fight serious. He came in there looking like a Hostess Twinkie. It didn't look like he was doing well. Came in there like he was eating Doritos and Mountain Dew the night before, and didn't put in the effort and work into things. He didn't put in the effort and work into things. He should have did it, and I'm just disappointed. And a lot of people just disappointed in Deji because he thought he was gonna do. Everybody was rooting for him. He be taking L's. He had the opportunity and didn't deliver. Once again, I didn't watch this. I was literally on YouTube just finding live streams and feeds because I am not gonna pay for that. There's no way. But it was entertaining. Realistically, it's entertaining to watch these YouTubers go in a ring and bust their ass and bust each other's jaws open. And it's not. It's hilarious because you go on here, you get to be like, okay, I'm gonna tweet about this all day. Realistically, Twitter was lit that night. Twitter was on its junk. I personally hate Twitter. Twitter is literally the most toxic social media site ever. I hate Twitter. But there's some portions where Twitter is absolutely hilarious and lit. And that was that night. Twitter was going off. Like, it was just freaking hilarious. This man, Bryce Hall, was a bobblehead. And he got juggled. He was juggled like a freaking Tekken character that night. He was juggled all day by Kazuya. Kazuya was just went off. Freaking Devil Gene was Austin McBroom. McBroom turned into McBoom. He got freaking turned and became Devil Gene, and he was like juggling motherfucking Paul Phoenix. Bow, 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 juggling his ass. And that's what happened. It was very satisfying to watch. It was just, I mean, it was what it was. Realistically, it's kind of unclear about how much they made during the pay-per-view. I haven't found any information on that. But realistically, they probably still brought in a couple million, to be honest. I mean, it's the thing. I mean, I can't really lie. I can't really deny the fact that, like, YouTube boxing is apparently here to stay. Especially with, like, things going back to normal now. But, everybody just be like, okay, I'm gonna box them. I'm gonna box this person. I got beef with them. Let's settle in the boxing ring. I mean, let's just be hilarious. Let's be honest here. We would love to see something like Tana Mongeau versus like a Gabby Hanna, right? That would be absolutely freaking hilarious. Or like a Tana Mongeau versus like a freaking Rice Gum or something. Or the other day we just found out an iDubbbz versus a Rice Gum. What is this? Some of this is absolutely funny because none of these people are fighters. That's like the equivalent of like freaking, what's his name? That's like the equivalent of Jonah Hill or like Michael Cera putting on a boxing gloves and be like, all right, I'm a boxer now. I've never done this in my life, but here we go. Hey guys, I've never done this in my life, but here we go. We're gonna go ahead and do this, and yeah, we're gonna make sure we make sure we get some wins or try to get a W, and bow, that's it. He's lights out. That would be absolutely hilarious. That's pretty much what it is. When you think about it, at the end of the day, Levy versus iDubbbz, like, you know what I mean? Like, if it keeps going like this is hilarious. This is quality content, in my opinion. Quality content. Anyway, guys, with that being said, thanks for watching the video. If you're new here, please like and subscribe, as it helps my channel out significantly. Follow me on all my socials. I left my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook in the description down below. I'm always active, posting memes, music, and future upcoming projects. I've also left my SoundCloud for produced music, techno, house, horror style, and hardcore people. Definitely check that out to your liking. Hope you're all having an amazingly beautiful day. On my next video, I'll catch you guys when I catch you guys. This is Kaimax. Later. Deuces.